This platform is really for us to show that we're content creators and we're embracing AI and we're using it as a partner. And so with that mentality and us wanting to share that knowledge and that thought leadership in AI from a CX technical writer standpoint is something we wanted to share with those outside of our department, along with those all the way up to an exec level. So that's why we ended up creating this channel and this platform as a voice for our writers to share what are they doing, how can we frame ourselves as those experts in AI, and how are our roles changing and how we're embracing it. So this is a new ballgame for us, but this is for our technical writers and for our content experience team to really put ourselves out there and go, we're doing this, we're ready for it, and we are adapting in the way our tech field is evolving.
Welcome to the Culture of Writing podcast, where writers, editors, and content strategists from Salesforce talk about how we work together to improve our craft and make content better. Okay, I am joined by Esperanza Rodriguez, a beautiful name, Esperanza, but I've learned you go by Espy. Can I call you Espy?
Yeah, of course.
And tell me if I characterize this right. So we're in this wild west of AI. We're not every company, and Salesforce being one of the biggest tech companies or biggest companies in the world, we're always looking for ways to become more efficient, use AI tools and kind of find and share use cases. And what Espy and her team have done that we think is really cool is you've actually created a hub where you can celebrate these AI wins, and you do it in a really neat way because we all get bogged down, and you've got these kind of little bite-sized videos and chunks and stories and whatnot, and you always include a link. So if there's a use case that I want, you can dive in, right? And you did that, so far as I know. I mean, you just came up with that, boom, like that, right? So I'm sure it didn't happen that way, but
no, definitely took some time and iteration, but we ultimately found, I guess, the formula to what is a great concise comm, which I know it's so much Slack noise. It's really hard to navigate through. What do I need to know? What is the latest? What is helpful to me? So we try to come with that mindset in terms of what is something that is short, sweet, concise. You can skim it and pull something really useful that you can bring to other people. So that is the idea and mentality we have behind creating these type of comm for our insider channel.
Oh. It's very cool. So if you're in Salesforce, if you're outside of Salesforce, you can't see it, but if you're in Salesforce, check out the channel. We'll post it on the screen. So now, but on the AI Insider channel, for people that maybe haven't sampled it, or for people who may be, looking at this and don't have access to it, kind of describe how it came to be, how, any experimenting, any false starts, how you've come up, because you've come up with a pretty good formula, I think. Like, it's really good. But talk about the genesis of it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it's going well. It took some time to formulate, and it's really a platform for our content experience writers. So I know we haven't put ourselves out there like that as much, or it's just not an area where we touched. I know we're all pretty introverted, same as I, and so we don't do a lot of the marketing on ourselves or get so active on social media. Like, we are a different personality type. So being able to see how AI is influencing content creation, of course, that's going to ring a bell for us writers. So this platform is really for us to show that we're content creators and we're embracing AI and we're using it as a partner. And so with that mentality and us wanting to share that knowledge and that thought leadership in AI from a CX technical writer standpoint is something we wanted to share with those outside of our department, along with those all the way up to an exec level. So that's why we ended up creating this channel and this platform as a voice for our writers to share what are they doing, how can we frame ourselves as those experts in AI, and how are our roles changing and how we're embracing it. So this is a new ballgame for us, but this is for our technical writers and for our content experience team to really put ourselves out there and go, we're doing this, we're ready for it, and we are adapting in the way our, our tech field is evolving. So that is how it came to be, and that's the vision. And I'm glad it's going well, and we're able to show our thought leadership to all of those internally at Salesforce. So
you are very right. Writers are the worst self-promoters and I say this as myself, writer, editor myself. There's something inside. You're exactly right. They just don't like to do it, including. So.
No, they were so amazing. I mean, I've talked with so many writers, and they're so knowledgeable, especially with AI. Like, they are really fun and have so much to share. And so hopefully it'll take time for everyone to want to share and give their expertise on AI or even content creating in general. But I'm hoping this platform in the future is for them and that they can use this when they're ready for it. So.
But we should be submitting to you too, right? Through there's a workflow on the channel.
Yeah, there's a workflow. Absolutely submit anything that comes to mind. We've also been interested in just doing kind of what you're doing, Stan, is the podcast, really hearing the voices from writers and what their perspective is on AI. And so that's why I love your podcast, because it also gives that additional platform. And so if anything comes to mind, whether it's how you've successfully used AI to, what are your thoughts on the technical writer role evolving, or even as an editor, just provide any, thing that comes to mind and share it our way. And we're more than happy to provide a nice comm and then publish it for all of Salesforce to use. And it's great for your branding as well.
Awesome. It's fantastic. So thank you so much. Is there anything more we should know about Esperanza, SB, or the AI Insider channel? Because
I do want to share that our content, which Joe Ward has stated many times, is foundational for our help agent. And I think we're more important now more than ever. The fact that it's using all of our content to really answer these questions that customers have and to resolve a bunch of the cases, it's really needed now. And I hope writers can keep that in mind moving forward, because I know we have this fear of AI, like, is it replacing us? What does that mean for us in content creating? And I love that we're embracing it, but also recognizing that anything you're publishing it now, it's helping that agent, and it's helping that bigger focus that Salesforce is really leaning in on right now. So I hope writers give themselves a pat on the back for what they're doing and the content they're creating. And that's something I just want them to keep in mind if they're watching.
Well, very nice of you to say that. And it's quite true. And just to back up a bit, is that when Joe Ward is the head of the division, when she talks about our content being foundational, and you're mentioning agents, right? Salesforce leading technology in agents, and describe it. We have an agent that's actually ingesting all of our what we call help content, which is our external documentation, and providing answers, right?
Yeah, it's ingesting help, developer docs, MuleSoft, all that content. Soon it'll be Trailhead and other content as well, and then knowledge articles. But overall, it's ingesting everything that we've been creating, all the release notes, all the help, and really using that to give answers. Like, that is the foundation. It's not using anything else as of right now. So that is something writers should definitely keep in mind when they're writing their next piece of content, that this will be used for not only the customer, but for the agent for consumption as well.
And your point about AI is so well taken too, is that the writers, they're not less important, they're more important, because they are responsible for that final output. And the AI is just a tool to kind of help get past the blank page or get started or do various things that make your job easier. And I think the other point you made earlier, which is experimenting and trying it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to get hands-on and see how it can help you. I've used it for creating a trailhead, for creating a video, and release notes, and it's been great. And if anything, I've been able to focus on taking on other work or more work that had been in the backlog. So I've seen AI really help when it comes to helping you navigate, like doing the basic fundamental documentation, and then also taking on any other work that was like a nice to have that you wanted to work on. So it's been great to use.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just right before this recorded a short podcast. We call it a quick bite with one of our colleagues in India. And when you see this, I will send to you. It's will knock your socks off what they're doing with video scripts, because we are doing thousands of videos, and it's jaw dropping. So, but it's not magic. It's
No. Yeah. It's a lot, of course, of fine tuning on our ends, but it's from a year ago and seeing how it's evolved to something more precise. It's definitely scary and also magical. It's really interesting, and I'm curious in a year from now how further advanced AI is going to be and how much more it might take off our plates, and we're able to focus on other really important things. So
that is a great perspective.
yeah.
I could not say it better, because it is going fast, but I could not say it any better than you just did. So how long have you been with Salesforce?
Yeah, I've been here for about 3.5 years. I started as an intern and got converted after 6 months. I did a program through Europe, which I don't know if you've heard about. They really give opportunities. They train you in different fields like project management or IT. And so I did a project management track for 6 months, and then they put you in an internship with a tech program or tech company. And so I was able to help do an internship as a technical writer at Salesforce. And then from there got converted full time and been here ever since. So,
Oh, that's awesome. So, you came to it from writing. And what's your story? What are your interests?
yeah. So even before this, fun fact, I wanted to be an Olympian and do volleyball. And so I used to be an athlete and really dedicated. And then I had a accident happen. I tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus on my knee. And ever since, I've had 6 surgeries. And I can't play volleyball as much anymore, maybe for fun. But ever since that point, I lost my identity. And then from there, I turned to writing as an outlet. And it's gotten me here in terms of writing can be done at a technical company. And so that is kind of my path, and how it wasn't, normal, but it ended up putting me in a place where I could still do this at work and it's still a passion of mine. And I'm thankful for that. Even though it was an incident, I looked at it as an opportunity for another journey of my life. So that is a little bit about my story and just how I've gotten here and what I wanted to be in the past. But
Oh, that's from Olympic volleyball caliber, right? Olympic volleyball caliber. That's a great way to look at it. I'm sure you didn't start out by saying, "Oh, this is an opportunity." I'm sure it was extraordinarily disappointing to.
oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I did club, I did beach volleyball, I did just all year round. I always did volleyball, and it was my life. And so for that to happen, it was like, what is my purpose? A lot of questioning for sure. But the fact that I was able to find reading and writing as an outlet and then turn that as like a future career, I mean, that made me more hopeful. So yeah, it was a challenge. And even today, I still watch the Olympics and still dream about it. But ultimately, I am grateful because I was able to find an opportunity at, Salesforce and do something that I passionately enjoy.
Oh, that's awesome. And now, were you kind of into writing and reading and stuff before volleyball, or was that something you discovered after?
I was good at it, but I never thought about it as like an outlet or something I would pursue as a career. So was not on my mind at all. If anything, I thought it was one of my weaknesses. So after that whole incident, I ended up writing more and realized this is something I'm really interested in. And so it didn't come to me until way later, until I got into this internship really developing those skills, that this is where my heart really is. And maybe this isn't a weakness, and this is something that, you know, is actually a strength for me, and that has helped me gotten through a lot of moments in my life that have been pretty low. So it's definitely taught me a lot, for sure.
Well, yeah, whenever somebody says 6 surgeries, that's a big deal. Well, good for you. That's a great way. When I talk to people like you, I hope I would be that brave and be that resourceful when life hands everybody setbacks, obviously. And well, this is really a delight, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate hearing a little bit about your story. It's sometimes not fun to talk about your personal story, but I think that's inspirational. So you're very kind to do so.
Oh, thank you, Stan. I appreciate this, and thank you for allowing me to join and chat with you. It's always great working with you. You're an amazing leader in CX, and so if anything, it's been an honor to join and talk about AI with you and all that good stuff.
Thank you, and vice versa. You've become quite a leader, and we all look up to you and what you're doing with the channel, and looking forward to seeing this get out there.
Yeah, I am too. Thank you, Stan.